2 rounds. During that 12 seconds, when Archie set up a dimensional doorway, a rope trick, if you will, above the door, had everyone hide inside it, and once he set off the incinerator devices, the 2 little nice old ladies inside ran out and began screaming about you burning down the house. You guys did not heed their screams. You dropped out of the dimensional doorway and started murdering them. One of the nice little old ladies, considering she took almost all of her life in damage before her turn even got up, decided to abscond to the ethereal plane. It was at this point that when Damien, from his training as a blood hunter and his reading of the works of one legendary Von Richten, realized that you were dealing with not just any old ladies, but night hags. He relayed the information onto you guys. I believe I sent you guys little links describing what they can do. The other nice little old lady attempted to peace out on her turn. Unfortunately, when Archibald's turn was before her turn, he hit her with a stunning shot, and by the time her turn came around again, one Haliax had put an arrow to the back of her head, and she died. Duke's doing as fast as he can so not to miss out on any of the action, rescued the kids and did jump out of the window, bringing them back down, but apparently 12 seconds was way too long. He did not get a chance to kill any old ladies, and he is a little miffed about that. Side note, or I guess the story recap. You guys have a lot on your plate. You've been asked by several people to investigate the disappearance of wine shipments. One Vasily, an accountant from Valaki, has asked you to investigate the disappearance of a client/acquaintance of his into Freeway Ledger with recording business transactions that he seems to be more worried about than the dear client who he has assumed is dead. He has promised you a reward, either transferring legal ownership of the items that you find on the wagon, or if someone has absconded with them in the meantime, paying you guys a cash amount each. One Haliax believes that based on the readings from Madame Ava, the stun sword is in this location, and that was part of the reason that he directed you guys to come here. So I think you have the wine, the wagon, and potentially the stun sword. We're on your list of things to do. Oh. Jeez, a lot happened. Before you guys set about murdering the old ladies, you retrieved the Tome of Strahd. The Tome of Strahd contained in clear writing a letter or works. It seems to be a diary penned in his own hand, describing his love affair with one Tatiana and his fall from grace and becoming a vampire and trapped in Barovia. Archie, you believe, having seen the book, that the rest of the book, although encrypted in some stuff, you believe that if you spend a day going through it and attuning yourself to the books, you could pull out even more of his secrets.
I like that quite a bit.
You are all now also official members of the Silverleaf Delivery Service. One Tane helped induct you guys into your entry level of membership. You have rooms there that are available to you, assuming you can make it to a inn or bar or tavern, and that when you enter are not observed. And you all also have the ability to let one of your fellow members, which is all of you, re-roll one attack roll or ability check or save once per day. That's using the new patron rules from Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. It's a good book. And I think that catches us up. The tower is burning. The kids are still in the clutches of a giant lion man, and they are screaming, and one hag is now still slowly slumping to the ground with an arrow in her forehead. What are you guys up to?
So, there were 2 hags. There's been 3 total. One's dead, one's disappeared, and one wasn't dead.
Correct.
Okay. Damien,
C.
the bitch that disappeared, do we need to be worried about her? I've heard terrible, terrible stories of witches like these that feast on dreams and cause all sorts of misery.
Hey y'all, I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
I know a few languages, and they have one word in common. No. I mean, everybody's a potential threat if you're scared.
And to help it feel that was a slight against me, but we'll go past it. It's fine. We're friends now.
We are.
Friends. It's all.
As long as
Yeah,
you're not
there we go.
scared.
I'm not scared. I'm just wondering if we should go hunt that bitch down and kill her.
Well, we gotta get to the other plane to do that. She's on a different plane than we are.
He'll come back eventually.
The little scaffolding that's a little around the outside, that starts to fall off as the fire continues to do its thing.
I guess we
Okay.
wait for the building to burn down, then we can search it.
I would like to hurry this up a little bit. Can I have Sparky still do flamethrower and just get the building to go up quicker?
Sure. You just want him to do that for the rest of the remaining time?
I don't know what else he's going to do.
Okay. Sparky gets to work, seems quite cheery, and just starts walking in a circle, spraying flame along the way.
There is the matter that we need to search the hag's body.
Well, if there's anyone that's suited for that, I believe it's you, Tane.
I'd be happy to. Would that be an investigation check?
Yeah. Alright, you are going to search the body. It is a disgusting task, as now that her glamour is gone, she reeks and has pulsing sores everywhere.
What joy.
But you love money. Well, you love treasure. So you look past that, and you find a lustrous black gem. You know from your conversations with Damien that this is a hearthstone. A hearthstone.
Yes.
This is what they have in their possession that allows them to jump back and forth between the ethereal and material world. You also
Now we get that bitch.
You also find a bag made of human skin. It is sealed shut. It is light, but when you press on it, definitely feels like kind of like a balloon, I guess. And you know that this is a soul bag. Night hags or nightmare hags catch the souls of evildoers in these things. They can only hold one soul at a time, and they use the souls for ceremonies and other things. In occasionally snacks, they find these evil souls delicious.
Gotcha. Not quite sure what to do with this one, boys. Anybody want a bag with a human soul in it?
Oh, that sounds fascinating.
Mine.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Done. All yours, Damien.
Thank you.
I also found...
I think that's the first time I've seen him give a genuine smile.
All I need is bags of souls. All you need are bags. Never mind.
I also found this little guy.
Curious. May I?
Absolutely.
And, So we know that this is the Heartstone, all of us. Either
do.
just general communication. Okay. I would like to destroy it.
Oh,
Hold on a second.
Okay. Well, you just leave it up for discussion. It's just putting it out there.
We can discuss it, but that thing can do some cool stuff.
Damien, what all do you know that this thing can do?
I mean, if you wanted it to destroy it, then if you didn't have it, that's the same thing as destroying it. Because you don't have it.
He's got a point.
Oh no, I'm thinking of the eye. Never mind.
No.
Never mind. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me.
No, I was about to say this thing cures any disease, Hot Rod.
No, I thought that was the hag's eye that we got. My bad.
Oh,
Yeah, I wanted to kill that thing and fuck that bitch up. All right, my bad.
it's all good.
Okay, well, as the designated healer of the party, I suppose I'll hang on to this.
That was the reaction I was expecting the first time around, Archie.
My fault. My fault. I've. It's been a day. I'm trying to keep an eye. Sparky, spray higher. Make sure you get the top floor. Burn it all down. Good boy.
Maybe you're just cold because you still don't have a shirt.
Oh, that is a problem, isn't it? No, I'm starting to get used to it. Maybe I should just always show a little bit, you know?
Maybe. I mean, do you feel like you are too sexy for your shirt? Is that right what I said?
I believe I'm so sexy that it hurts, if you will.
You say that, but you've got a charisma score of 0 plus mod.
That doesn't mean that I'm not sexy. It just means that I'm kind of fade into the background.
I'm just looking at this charisma of 0 and a strength of -1. But I mean,
everyone knows it's about the brains now.
That's why.
Nerds are sexy.
The shirt would way slow his movement speed down.
Nerds are sexy.
Everything slows my movement speed down.
Including the Hearthstone. Fantastic. Alright. So this shit hasn't burnt down yet.
No.
So it's gonna take about an hour to burn down and collapse in on itself. It's a mostly stone building, but I did some research, and you guys can totally burn it down. Apparently, as it expands, things will shift, and even though the stone won't burn, the mortar will. And chunks of the wood mill will start to fall off and collapse in on each other. And it's now just kind of like the smoldering embers of, say, like a barbecue pit where someone fucked up with the coal, is what you're looking at.
At some point, if the children are still screaming, terrified, I would like to go over and try to pacify them a little bit. You know, cheer them up, show them some fucking magic trick stuff.
With your charisma.
As a matter of fact, I have a +3 to persuasion. Thank you very much.
So let's get a roll with advantage there.
He's persuading
It's
kids.
It's a 15.
Get them calmed down. You get them if you want some food from your pack. You start showing them the tricks that you have. Figure out they actually have names, believe it or not.
Well, I imagine so.
They're not just collateral damage 1 and 2. Let me figure it out. But you do get them calmed down.
Can I ask them if there's anything valuable on that second floor?
The girl is going to look at you. Maybe their jewelry? it didn't seem to really. People were always buying, but I never saw any money. But they did have some jewelry that looked pretty.
Oh, smart girl.
Did I?
Archie
Are
has.
you hungry? You need some food.
Yes, please.
I'd like to. I have 1 day's worth of rations. So I'm gonna give a little bit of food to both the kids.
All right. Well, the boy whose name is Freck and the girl whose name is Myrtle will begin to devour the food that you. Well, no. They will take some of the food. We aren't very hungry. They've forced us to eat all the time.
Interesting.
Oh, that is also. Bless your hearts. Bless your hearts, dears. Alright. Do you know how to get back, to where it is that you came from, or do you need an escort?
Wait, should we send one of them back into the burning building, see if they can get anything before it's all burnt up?
They're small, they're
Just a
nimble.
thought.
I mean, they could probably dodge in between the flames. Sure.
That's what I'm thinking.
Haliax is gonna be so mad. It's gonna be so fucking angry.
I'm pretty sure Haliax would murder you where you stood.
Not gonna murder me. I didn't
He is
suggest that.
here. So maybe we shouldn't do that.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
I'm going to say that
Right.
Dukes rests his hands upon the children's shoulders and kind of starts drumming them. Which the children don't know to show off his claws, but I think the rest of you do.
I'm going to back away slowly.
Just joshing, Dukesy boy. Why did I say that? Alrighty. So, do you kids need an escort back to your village, or do you know the way?
Freak is going to speak up. We're from Verlaki. But I'm not going back to my parents. They're the ones who sold us. All they care about now are those stupid pies. I hate them.
The pies or your parents?
Both.
Do they know more about what was in those pies?
They had to have known. How could anyone not know they're made of children? I mean, even I know that, and I'm 12.
You are new to the area, however. You may not have been able to know. You know what? It's beside the point. It's fine. I might have eaten one at some point. I feel bad. So, how do you all feel about finding another place to go?
Myrtle's kind of sniff. Fine by me. My parents sold me too. Even the orphanage or the church or whatever, any place has to be better than them.
The church. The church sounds wonderful.
I like the church.
It's either that or we go try to see if we can pull him off on Irina's brother. See if he needs any scullery maids or anything like that.
You can see if Aliax wants to adopt him. He seems to like children.
Might get a little bit in the way of his murdering proclivity. I don't know if that's the best fit.
Or he might put him in a dungeon somewhere. He likes children a lot, you know what I mean?
Oh, I hope I don't. Alright, so can we send him back to the church?
I'm sorry, I was.
Escort him.
You know, I'm going to make you throw from it, that they are not going to make it back on their own.
Okay.
The church is about, not the church, the town is about a half day's journey,
Okay.
even for you guys. And these kids are like 12, 14.
Okay. Yep. Never mind.
You pull up the map of the whole area real quick.
Yep, that's what I'm grabbing.
See if there's anything closer. Maybe we should put the fire out. They could have lived in there.
Well, then the other one might be back and might eat him again.
Bait. Just saying.
Jesus. I like how you think though.
Can I make an insight check on Tame?
Just trying to make my life a bit easier. That's all. That's all.
You can.
Let's see how fucked up this guy really is.
I mean, Tame is 2 weeks old, so he might not know yet. But you can try.
Listen to your DM, sir.
That's a 14, and I'm trying to determine if Tane is a psychopath or if he's just joking.
Could be a psychopath that loves to joke. Don't ask me how I know about that.
What have you got for him, Tame? You want to try to deceive or just be honest there? As honest as you actually, know how to right now.
I'll be fairly honest.
Okay.
Mostly a joke. Mostly.
Oh, I don't know you that well yet.
I only jest for sport.
Okay.
Cheers.
I could go either way though.
Okay, so this is more of the map of the area.
Okay.
Blocky has some more close-up things. So the way to think about scale is getting from here, the village of Barovia, to the village of Blocky was a full day's journey. So like a full day of walking, 8-hour rest, and then another full day of walking. You guys are currently here. So it's about a half day's journey for an adult. Might be longer with kids, and they'll be walking along the side of the deep dark woods all the way there. Or I guess if you had a skilled guide, you might be able to cut through the woods and save yourself some time.
Also,
And it is daytime, right?
It is currently daytime. It's about close to 12 o'clock. You guys started out in the morning after a breakfast and made good time there. And you've been there for about an hour, and we will say that the embers are pretty much cooled and died off now.
Good, so we can search for us.
Yep, searching.
Would you like me to search?
I'll search with you.
Let's do it.
Go ahead and make sheets.
15 for me.
It's going to be 21.
Alright. You guys, together with your scores, are going to find...
I'm keeping a close eye out for gems in particular.
You're going to find some jewelry that have survived the fire. Sorry, I'm trying to get my economy right. This says you find 6 pieces of cheap jewelry. It then says that they're worth 25 gold pieces each. What's expensive jewelry worth?
That's a great question.
Okay.
With your 21, you also find some, you find the bones that have been kind of crackled and popped. They are small bones with the knowledge from Freak and Myrtle. You now know these are the bones of children. Also, with 21, you guys kind of find a chest with another 30 gold pieces in it. These appear to be the spoils from the pie.
Yeah, that
The pie sales.
blood money.
Literally. Did they walk off the search or am I there?
I assumed you were there watching them shift to the rebel.
Okay. Hey guys.
Yep.
So I see some bones over there. Do they have any blood in them?
Do we know?
Yeah. You can tell that most of the bones there are old, and they've also been kind of desiccated from the fire and heat. So I don't think there's going to be any marrow that's there. However, Archie, with your intelligence, I won't even make you roll for it. The hag's still there, and because the arrow's plugged in the hole, she's not bleeding out.
If you want a snack, you can have the aged-looking one, if you'd like.
Hey man, wine gets better with age.
Especially red wine. I'll be right back.
I just maybe have the children look away, whistle Dixie, something like that. Don't scar them for life. What was that?
Freak says, "Man, fuck that bitch." He's not too happy about
That's my
being
boy.
trapped in a cave, being sold by his parents, and about to be.
He said suck away.
Yes,
Myrtle
this
is going to sniff. You can insult the hag without using words that insult all women. Damien, you know that there are about 5 leaders in there.
There you go.
like Myrtle, proper feminist.
Both of the children are going to come a little bit closer to see if they can watch you drain that thing.
You know, the last time that I had right, we are just hovering along the line. I like it. The last time that I saw this much access to so much blood at one time, I was at a club that Sam used to own. There was so much stock of different items. I miss it there.
Are there bright lights flashing and lots of loud music?
No, it wasn't that type of club. It was just a big warehouse of stuff. And they were always oversized in multiple quantities.
Well, I suppose this is a rare treat for you then.
Yes.
I like the sound of that place.
I got it.
Right. I don't think they did.
Freak and Myrtle are going to try to drag the hag's feet. He's like, I think if we turn it upside down on this ledge here, then when you pull out the arrow, it'll be kind of like a spigot, sir.
Rovia's a fucked up place.
Hey, these kids are damn useful.
They are. But now the question is,
you guys, yeah.
Who would like to pull out?
I believe that honor would go to you.
Well, obviously neither of us have been able to ever do that.
They are going to play rock, paper, scissors. You roll.
I had to make a twins joke at your expense. Sorry, buddy.
We got it. Oh, man, that's lame. And Myrtle is going to win. She's going to put her on the hag's neck, kind of grab with both hands, and say when you're ready.
Well, before you get
Damien?
before you get started, I would just like to
All right,
say
y'all. I'm back. I'm sorry.
I would just like to say that as a future feminist, this seems fitting. All right, 1, 2, and 9,
And she
10.
is going to pull it out, and blood is going to start to come free and clear from the hag's head. And a nice little spigot.
All right, I'm going to work.
You do that.
They have trauma counselors in Barovia because I feel like they should. Be very lucrative.
Therapy was invented until like what? The 60s here, maybe?
Right. You just got to suppress
So
your
they got a
trauma.
long time to wait.
Yeah,
They got a minute.
that's what the wine is for.
These are just life lessons, man.
Yeah,
That's all.
yeah.
Kids are gonna have just the dead-eye 1,000-yard stare in like 2 minutes.
Or else they'll end up like
Forever.
Payne, I guess.
They're gonna, but they're gonna eventually get used to this type of shit, like the little boy from Ozark. So it's perfectly fine.
Fuck Ozark.
Hey man, that's a good show.
Right.
Great reference.
I'm mad at Ozark. I got a whole thing.
Hey,
I'll tell you another
we're
time.
gonna address that. But I'm busy drinking.
Haliax, let me get you up to speed real quick. They're looting. So they took care of the kids, and by that I mean gave them food and offered to take them back to town.
Oh, that's all we're telling? Okay.
The kids are currently seem to be handling things pretty well. They are pissed at the hags for kidnapping them and fattening them up to put in their pies. Yeah, the pies are made of kids.
Oh man.
They are pissed at their parents for selling them to get more pies, and they are currently expressing their displeasure by helping Damien drain all the blood out of the night hag who had the misfortune of dying there's body.
Nice.
Archie has, I believe you have extended the offer to after this is over to help them to Valaki, where they express they're okay at either the orphanage there or the church. I believe the group was leaning towards dropping them off at the church.
Okay, great. I would like to give them a Reaper coin and teach them about Bala Morgullis and Bala Duhetis, and help them understand that should they ever need my help or want to seek more out of life than just dying and maybe reaping, that they can call upon me and I will show them the way of the harvest.
You gonna tell them you're staying at the inn?
Yeah, I tell them
Okay.
that as well.
Okay. They stare at you with rapt attention, and each one solemnly pockets the coin.
Have we searched the what's called it yet?
They spent about an hour burning the place down to the ground. It's cooled off. They're currently searching. They found 6 pieces of what the book described as cheap jewelry, but then went on to say each of those jewelry pieces is worth 25 gold. So my understanding of medieval economy is kind of off, apparently. Or maybe the night hags just have really high taste, and that was them being shady. Also found a chest containing 30 more gold pieces that we believe is from the money from someone pies.
Okay, I got another
Pie
question.
money.
Oh, man,
Yeah.
they were selling pie on the side.
Slanging pie.
Oh, man. I have a whole nother joke. I got to get off this train of thought. Was there not a way to put the fire out before the whole thing burned down, or was like the second story done and it was just getting ready to collapse in on itself?
No one even checked. They just went straight for fire.
Archie might have accelerated the process.
I assumed the whole thing was up in a blaze.
The bottom floors were, and then Archie had Sparky go around a circle for an hour, spewing fire at it.
Bro, like, you didn't think to like salvage anything on the inside?
Everything that was going to be of value is salvaged. What do we want? Clothes? I'm the only one that needs a shirt.
But like, couldn't you have taken some stuff to like artifice?
You know what we could have done?
From the top floor?
You know what we could have done?
I have the stuff I need to artifice.
I did get those fancy bottles.
You did get the fancy bottles? Oh, speaking of which. They also, when they searched the hag's body, they found her heartstone, which is a black stone that you know that in the possession of a night hag will let them jump back and forth between the ethereal plane and the regular one.
Yeah.
And they found her night bag, which you know they use to trap the souls that have been stained with sin, which they use in their rituals, and also they just enjoy devouring it. It appears this particular night bag has a soul in it.
And Damien snatched that shit up immediately.
Did you eat the soul, or did you just like?
No,
You saving it for later?
no, that's like a hump in a camel because I already got the old hag. It's like a rainy day or a snowy day or blizzard.
Last hit point, he's just gonna jam it in.
Right, I'm just gonna dive in.
Are you saving any of this blood, Damien, or are you just down in it?
Yeah, so I stopped real quick. Pretty much the whole face full of blood. Hey, does anybody have a to-go box or glass or vial, beaker?
I've got lots of files and jugs and things.
So, can I have the...
I have a flask.
Yeah, hand him a water skin and a couple vials. Because my alchemy jug is back at the end.
Alright. Let's say you can save half of it. So you got 2.5 liters stored. You had the 1 liter from the road. So you've got 3.5 liters of blood on you now. And about 2.5 liters of blood in your stomach. Well, I guess 3.5 because you had a liter of blood for breakfast.
I have to say, today it was a good day. I'm so sad that
berries flashing their high beams.
Yeah.
I'm so sad that Cam was not here for that one. Fuck. Damn.
Wow.
Oh, that was perfect.
2 in the morning. Got the fat burger.
While Damien is kind of squeezing and punching the hag to get the last drops out of her, Archie and Tame are kind of going through, just kicking over rubble. The kids and Dukes are watching Damien work, eat, whatever he wants to call it. What are you up to, Haliax?
I am going to try to. What's left of the roof?
So this whole structure has collapsed in on itself.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I described it as a barbecue pit now.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna have Deuce come over and help me turn over the bigger stones that I wouldn't normally do on my own. That would double my strength, seeing how he is as strong as I am. I'm going to yell at Damien and tell him that, hey, if you just hang her upside down, gravity will do the work for you. As a vampire, I figure you'd be better at exsanguinating people, but whatever, that's your stick.
I enjoyed the arch shape of the blood flow. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay, hey. Who am I to tell a man how to move his own line?
That's what I was wondering.
As you guys go through, Yeah, you're not gonna find that stuff. It's that stuff is burned up. There's really nothing in there that's not precious metals or stone that survive the fire. Haliax, as the building is burned to the ground and you're moving the rubble out of the way, as you look over, you do notice the standing stones behind the old bone grinder that you discovered when you first came here.
Hmm. So, are you telling me the sword's not in the attic?
You do not find it in the attic. No. There appears to be no other treasures here. And
Damn it, that was the whole reason for me burning it down. What happened to the gleaming light source that was in the third floor?
Archie got a 21 on there, so he's pretty well investigated. Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna go tell Zeus to sniff around the standing stones again and look for the sword. I will also go over there.
Want to? I could just start burning some of the grass and make it a little bit easier for you.
Dude, you burned it. Thanks.
You look the standing stones. It is a small, well, not small. It is a stone circle, kind of in a clearing. You're looking at something that looks kind of like a Stonehenge, but where Stonehenge is this kind of massive structure. This is smaller, more like a small shrine. There are small teeth and bones scattered around it, and in the middle there is a boulder rest there.
I would like to go with Haliax, if that's okay.
Yeah.
You want to
And
find your sword?
What was that?
Do you want to find your sword?
You know this, man.
All
That's
right.
what we came for.
you two give me an intelligence or give me a nature or a wisdom check.
Which one?
Either nature or wisdom. Nature or perception. Sorry.
Alright. Perception.
Okay.
Please. Yeah.
Nature for me.
16.
We go for nature or perception, Haliax.
Perception.
Why are you still up?
As we go over there, can I cast Detect Magic?
You can. Are you doing this as a spell or a ritual?
I'll do it as a ritual. Save the spell slot.
Okay. As you. What are you using? An MKG reader? You got a dowsing rod? How are you detecting magic?
Oh, Dowsing Rod, 100%.
As you pull out your dowsing rod and go around, you find some appears to be pain. There's some type of magic here that's stronger than the ambient magic. It takes you a while to kind of understand your readings, and then you realize that their readings are coming from below you. Haliax, your perception lets you know that the stone boulder does not match the stone that is around the area. The boulder does not seem to be a part of the original structure.
Is that where the divining rod is kind of pointing to?
Yes.
Perfect.
Not the boulder, it's pointing below. Just your feet on the area inside the circle.
Right.
Archie, can you move the stone?
Let's see here. Let me see what I got on me. Spells. I can try to. It'll be a bit loud. How heavy is the stone? It's a big boulder, right? Pretty large.
It's a large boulder.
I can endeavor to. It'll be loud and probably a bit messy.
I mean, does it require you to destroy everything in a place, or is it just
You shrink it?
Don't have that one at the moment, unfortunately. Left that one behind. Took more offensive spells. I can cast Thunder Wave. See if that moves it at all. Otherwise, it might just have to be the old-fashioned way.
Thunder Wave's probably not gonna push it? I mean, you can try it.
Every creature takes thunder damage is pushed back 10 feet, so I don't know if that would apply to the object as well if I've focused it on that. That's DM discretion, I think.
I'll say that you know that Thunder Wave isn't going to be able to move something out of the way.
Okay.
Did all four of us do it? Push it? Maybe?
Sure. Let's do a group check. So pick one of you guys, and
Hold on, Vlad's here.
one person can roll with advantage. Pick one you want, and I'll lower the DC by there.
Can
Or other
Vlad
people.
roll? Seeing as how he's like the strong dude.
Who?
Can
Vlad.
Vlad roll?
Sure. I can roll for Vlad.
He is the strength.
Yep.
I am useless in this one.
Let's see what you got.
Fairly useless over here, too.
Vlad is going to push, and you're going to see the stone rock up, like he's almost got it, and then kind of rock back down to place. He's going to try again with his crowbar. And this time he's going to kind of rocket the offending boulder out of place. And it will slide off to the side, kind of slide off to the side, roll before disturbing the rest of the stone and roll out, crunching some bones and teeth along the way. And it will reveal a small hole, a medium-sized hole underneath the boulder.
Hey.
Into the earth that it was covering up.
There we go.
So who wants to go in?
Hey, Tame, can I get you a check for traps before somebody runs down here?
Sure. That could be an investigation check. Right?
Yeah. Good check. And you don't see anything. There's nothing that is screaming you about danger. It appears to just be an entrance to an underground tunnel.
Looks fairly clear, Haliax.
Sweet. I'm going down. Actually, you know what? Deuce is going down first.
I like that idea.
Oops, need cover?
I mean, as long as you don't plan on blowing up the hole we're going down into, sure.
No, I'm not gonna. I don't blow up everything. I just blow up most things.
I can sneak in there with him.
Name one thing you didn't blow up.
Technically, I did not blow up the well. Technically.
I mean, you let the hag head alone, and I appreciate that.
See?
I got your back, friend.
Damon, you weren't there for that.
Oh,
That was the second time that he casted AoE effects with friendlies there, assuming they were just tank.
Yeah.
He did, and he did. It was me and Dukes versus like 6 creatures. Come on.
Right.
Okay. So Dukes is going to be sitting down. I believe Tame is going to go close on his heels.
I'm gonna follow right behind him.
I'll follow behind Haliax. If
The
there's room.
tunnel goes down. Damien, are you staying up topside or what are you doing?
what the kids?
Topside?
Everybody left the kids.
They seem to like you the best.
That's fine.
Don't eat them.
Don't worry about me.
You guys go down there. It's a small. The tunnel appears to be tall enough for you to stand and walk through easily. The construction of it seems weird. How they actually might recognize it as something more nature magic than something that was done with tools. On the inside is a small underground cavern the tunnel leads to. And it's flanked by a pair of stone etchings that depict a huntress. She's a tall, long-haired, well-muscled woman who's wearing a spear and bow and arrows. The left etching shows the huntress chasing a deer through the woods alongside a trio of wolves, and the rest of the carvings seem to be somewhat. Oh no! And the rest of the carvings, the right depicts the huntress devouring a heart carved from the wolves, and she has a blood-stained stone dagger in one hand.
Hey, Tane, would you mind telling Damien to be on the lookout for a huntress that likes to eat wolf hearts?
Yeah, I'll pop back up there.
Thanks.
Do it psychically, can't you?
Oh, hey, we can all do that.
So I don't understand that. So all of us
Yeah,
can.
we've still got like 2 more hours on that, I think.
Okay,
Oh,
I didn't know if you had cast it again. That's why I asked. Perfect.
I think we have 2 more hours on it.
This is great. Behind, in the middle of this, you see the etchings on the wall. There's a small stone altar in the middle with a stone dagger on it. And then on the wall behind the altar, you see a tapestry. This tapestry was obviously at one time of fine make, but it is tattered and worn and old and moth-eaten. It depicts a trio of old crones, one of whom resembles the huntress, obviously much aged. The second looks to be a weaver. She's short, has raven-like hair, and there's a third crone with its all sharp-angled cheeks and long flowing hair. All of the women are wearing ragged tunics of leather and not well high-quality cloth. And flying off here, there is flowing script, and that's what you guys see.
Hey, Damien. Look at the face, if you can make it out, of that hag here that you butchered. Like, could you describe it? Does it have sharp teeth or sharp angled cheeks, or could you describe it?
what in the fuck? Oh. That was the first time that happened to me. I didn't even understand what was going on last week. So let's address that first.
Oh, that was great.
First time for everything.
Right. Perception?
Just look at it. No perception. Just look at it.
I mean, what else?
Sure. he's going to look at the hag. There's some bruising there, some discoloration, and she is upside down. But based on the
I remember
description he
listening to him.
passes back and your own memories, this does not appear to be the same woman. At least not one that's represented there. I guess possible was one for other forms. But her current state does not match.
So, good news is we could have killed one of them, and one of them could be on the run. Bad news is there could be 3 other of these hoes out there somewhere in the woods.
There could be one down here.
Thank you, Tane. As you say that, please
Do I
hide in
still
the
have-
shadows.
Do I still have detect magic up?
You do. You are sensing magic kind of all around the cavern, but specifically centered on the altar and the knife. Did you want to examine these or the script or anything else?
I want to examine wherever the magic source is coming from. The strongest.
I am gonna hide my ass in the corner.
Alright, team's gonna hunt out. You are going to examine the altar and the knife. And as you do so, you are going to remember that this looks familiar. You think it might match something that you've seen in Thomas Strahd.
From Thomas Strahd. Okay. Does this look similar to that fucking altar that was in the death house?
It does not.
The knife. Is it pinging from the knife specifically?
Seems to be the knife and the altar equal.
The altar. Does it have any sort of like seal? Is it? Does it look like there's something inside of it, or is it just the altar itself with no mechanisms or interior?
It just seems to be a simple stone altar. There is a knife, a stone knife there as well. And now that you are examining it closely, you also see a stone bowl that's resting atop the shrine surface.
And if you all would just give me just a moment, 10 minutes or so, I can tell us what this knife is.
Please.
And I'd like to ritually cast Identify on the knife.
You are going to cast Identify on the knife. The spell itself is not going to return anything of note, except that the knife appears to have been used in magical sacrifices. 1 second. But other than that, you're not getting anything else from it.
Alright, I'm gonna flip open the book. And I want to see if I can find what I'm recollecting in the book here in front of me.
Sure. You're going to place your hand on the book. Read these 5 pages. It seems to come easily enough to go guiding you. As you watch Archie place his hand on the book, you're going to see glowing circuits here and want to notice the book kind of so before where it was an old thick kind of like leather book, the leather class, that's going to turn into like locking gears. And the cover is going to go from more like a leather to a metallic sheet. The pages are also going to seem like they've been laminated, for lack of a better term. And Archie, you are now attuned to tone. You look up, and you. Well, I guess first off, does anyone speak Juric? Juratic?
I didn't even know that was a language.
Common Elvish and Thieves can over here.
Hang on.
Celestial, Common, and maybe Abyssal.
I think Juratic is a special language, kind of like Thieves can.
Okay, give me 2 seconds. So now I speak Common, Elvish, and Dwarvish.
Celestial, Common, and Elvish.
I'm common in one language of my choice, and I have no idea what that.
I think it needs to be Druid.
Yeah, I will retcon Dwarvish for Druidic, seeing as how Druids and Rangers tend to kick it a lot. Like, I really had no idea that was a language.
So, Archie, when you look at this flowing script, you're going to watch them, see them, kind of like a green or goldish glowing text over them. You're going to watch the letters kind of flip over, and then kind of go back to where they were. And you will not be able to read it, but you will know that it was a match sound for Juratic. The rest of the party if you want to, and in the meantime, so he lets you know that script is correct. Alex, did you want to read that?
Oh, yeah, retcon done. So, correct, yes. Can I have that, please, Archie?
Yeah, so by all means, I hand it over to him.
That's on the altar wall. Not in the. So as you look, you will read the words aloud. Mistress of Green, Lady of the Forest, I offer you my sacrifice. I ask for you your blessing. You are the eye in the trees, the hunter of the woods, who brings light to the dark dawning spring. You are the deer in rut, the mighty one who roams the autumn woods. The hunter circling around the oak, the antlers of the wild stag, and the lifeblood that spills upon the ground each season. Mistress of the Green, Lady of the Forest, I offer you my sacrifice. I ask for you your blessing. With those words, you'll kind of feel the energy of the chamber swell and then die. Archie, as you look around, those destroyed kind of cracked etchings that you couldn't read before, the pieces kind of fall into place. They match the fragments that are still in the book, and they're being formed in your mind. You know that the other 2 pieces depict that huntress cutting the heart from the wolf. It appears that if you want to reconsecrate this particular area, that you need to hunt a wild beast, place its heart in the altar, that you have cut out with the stone dagger, and then say the words.
Got some hunting to do, gents.
I think I got this covered. Give me 30 minutes. I'll be right back.
Alright, we'll just be down here in this creepy chamber.
Alright.
Let me get a nature check for you. Or survival.
She said survival or nature check.
Yep.
That's gonna be a 13.
A 13?
Yep.
It's going to take you a bit longer than you would have liked, but you do eventually bag a wolf.
I got a question. Even with Dukes hunting with me, it takes me longer than I thought.
Well, if Deuce is there too, you can roll advantage, so you can roll again.
Alright. Oh, there we go. Okay. That would bring us to, I said 3, right? 17. 14 plus 3.
Okay. Haliax is going to leave, and no sooner than he's return with a wolf slung over his shoulder. He'll bring it back down, and he'll lay it out on the altar. Who's doing the deed?
Just cutting the heart out, right?
Cut the heart out, place it into the bowl, and say the words.
I think this is your show, Haliax.
Cut the heart out, place it in the bowl. I read the druid. Erratic again.
Feel the magic swell, and this time it doesn't die. This time it builds and builds and builds, and you keep expecting it to be uncomfortable, but it never is. Instead, you feel washed clean, as if you've taken a long bath or soak and then scoured yourself with salt. As the words die out and the magic dies, you see the huntress's eyes in the tapestry and along the etchings glow, and you see a howl. You hear a wolf's howl off in the distance. You also feel a snapping sound, as if something has changed in the land. And with that, Archie, another piece falls into place gained from your book. You understand that these were the fangs, or this is one of the fangs that was referred to in the book. 3 of them. And when Strahd says, "I am the land," this is what he means. When he first came to Barovia, he overthrew some nature spirits or nature goddesses of the land, desecrated their shrines, and reconcentrated them to himself. And each of these gives him certain advantages when he's in the land. This particular one was the Huntress. It allowed him to command the feral wolves of Barovia. He has now lost this ability. It also gave him the benefits of the non-protection spell. The Huntress's ability to hide. This has been transferred to you. Every member of the Silverleaf Delivery Service in Barovia is now under the effects of a permanent non-protection.
Sweet.
With that, Archie, the golden kind of circuits running through your health fade. Kind of take a step back from the shock of quickly attuning yourself to an item. But you believe that there's further information about the remaining things throughout the land if you take the time to go through the book.
Gentlemen, it seems like we've got at least one target down. If you've got any hope of getting out of
race and getting rid of fucking Strahd. Well, we're on the right path.
Huzzah.
Question: the non-detection spell, is it while in the woods or is it in Barovia in general?
As long as you're in this domain that's cut off from the rest of the world, you gain the benefits of non-detection.
Nice. Only Silverleaf Delivery Service members?
That is correct.
What'd you say the benefits were again?
No more wolves to command. We get the non-detection spell, and I believe that's it.
Yes.
What is the non-detection spell like?
He can't come find us at a drop of a hat.
Gotcha.
Let's actually read through them. You are hidden from divination magic. And that's it. You can't be targeted through divination magic or see through magical scrying.
Does that mean the hag lady can't find us as well?
She can't scry you. She could still just follow you around on the ethereal plane.
Gotcha.
Invisible or whatever. So mundane ways of finding out information about you guys still works, but no one can just grab a lock of your hair and, just put a magical security bot following you around anymore.
Gotcha. Cool.
There it is.
That is going to be helpful.
So I'll say let's take a quick break there. So like 5 minutes or so. Before we do that, or I guess while we're doing that, or after, do you guys want to get Tame caught up on the tarot card readings you have so far? I don't know if we ever.
I think you sent them over to us.
Yeah, but I didn't send them to Tame. But Michael, did you send them to him?
I'll forward it to him right now.
Yeah. So.
Say what email you want it over to.
ZDeath or JD8.
Yeah.
Yahoo.
That was the room where you had the encounter with the two ghouls, and
No, we were just getting our asses kicked by the ghouls. We just forgot about it.
to be fair, you guys were doing pretty good with the ghouls until Archie decided to burn you all with fire because you protected.
Not only did he burn us all with fire, but the previously one Cider Black decided that was a good time to also make love to the vampire that was in the same room. Like immediately after because the female vampire brought the ghoul. He decided to like tongue kiss her.
I don't remember lighting you all on fire.
And
I'm just gonna throw it out.
Surprise.
And I want you to not undermine making love to a vampire. Okay? Shit is awesome.
The vampire was a ghoul. So
You just triggered Damien hard, man.
I mean,
Right.
It's all fun and games until she starts nibbling on your teammate in the middle of the battle.
hey, I will say this: he kept her out of combat for like 3 rounds.
That is terrible.
18 seconds, man.
I mean,
Hey,
when he turns
hey, I need to tell the girl next time that 24 seconds is 4 rounds. What is the problem? What is the issue?
That's like 2 hours in D&D time.
You know what I'm saying? Which is even better. Lasting short and using D&D as an excuse. We are brilliant. We have cracked the code. Follow me for more relationship advice. Yes.
Panty droppers all over the place.
I got a question, Damien. Like, do you even have blood flow at night? Like, are you undead? How does that work out?
That's a good question, man. I don't really know how half human, half vampire works.
We're going with Blade rules, so if it's a good thing, then he's human. If it'd be better to be a vampire, then he's a vampire.
That works.
So let's run through these real quick, just to make sure there's no miscommunication on my part that is causing you guys to go in the wrong direction. The first card, or the first reading you guys got back, was the Seven of Wands, the Illusionist. So man is not what he seems. He comes here in a carnival wagon, and therein lies an item of knowledge and ancient that will help you better understand your enemy. You guys followed that card, ran up into one Ricabio, and recovered the tonal straw.
Why you wanted him to get to him makes a little more sense now. Thought you didn't fuck him up.
You were just you're like, I don't know why he wants this this comedian dead, but I guess he got roasted and it's gonna be what it's gonna be.
She's like Austin Powers. He's like, Carney, circus folk, smelling like cabbage, small hands.
Alright, next up was the Ten of Pentacles. This card tells of a powerful force of good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope. I see a dead village drowned by a river, ruled by one who has brought great evil into the world. The next one was, this is a card of power and strength that tells of a weapon of vengeance, a sword of sunlight. This was the Ten of Swords. And the reading that went with this was, an evil tree grows atop a hill of graves where the ancient dead sleep. The ravens can help you find it, look for treasure there. Next up was, this card sheds light on the ones who will greatly help you in the battle against darkness. This person was represented by Judgment. It says, a Vistani wanders this land alone, searching for her mentor. She does not stay in one place for long. Seek her out at St. Marcovi's Abbey near the Mist. And the last one that you got that did not reference a particular character was about where Strahd, this one is about the location of Strahd. It's like your enemy is a creature of darkness whose powers are beyond mortality. This card will lead you to. Strahd was represented by the devil, and the card said, look to great heights. Find the beating heart of the castle. He waits nearby. There were other readings, but all these were personal to the particular characters and their own quest. Again, next session, in Barovia, I will have the readings for Tame and Damien, right? But yeah, I just wanted to make sure that my descriptions aren't throwing people off. To that end, I will go ahead and say that the Sun Sword is not here at the old Bone Grinders.
That makes sense.
But you did find one of the themes, and you did discover one of the secrets to Strahd's power here in the land, and have managed to claim a bit of it for yourself.
All was not lost.
And when I was doing the recap at the beginning of the session, I forgot to mention that one of the things was what Tavio told you about an abandoned tower he believes might be of interest to you if you need a place to lie low. And it also is where he said he would meet with you if you guys need to meet if you can't find the town.
Sorry, I forgot about that.
So, you guys have been here for about 2 hours. It's about 2 p.m. You figured out how to use the Tome of Strahd. You have reconsecrated one of the fames away from Strahd and back to the goddesses of the land, ruled here before him. They blessed you with their favor. And what are you guys going to do? You got about, let's just say 4 to 5 hours before sunset.
So we got to get the kids back to the town. We've still got that missing persons quest. And then we've got all the main quests, essentially, to go through. Plus the wine shipment.
Plate's full.
Question about the wine shipment. Did we negotiate a price to resupply them with wine for like a day or two at a time?
No. I did not write down the actual back of the napkin math. But I think you guys were going to demand the cost of a full shipment.
Right, but no, so thank you for that, number one. But I guess the question I was asking, like, did we use our little vase of holding any liquid to refill them with, what do we get, like 5 gallons?
You did? You did not charge him for it.
We didn't charge him for it. What?
That was Archie being a good dude or showing off for Irina, one of the two.
Latter.
Now they gonna expect it
It's
for free
like whenever we did the math, it was like 3 gold pieces or something. It was like jack shit for how much wine we left them.
But they were out. You had them over a barrel.
Well, he gave it to him. The barrel.
The jug.
Okay, remind me never to let you hold purse strings to anything.
No, I'm completely useless with that. Thank you. Don't care much for money.
We go dollars
for money.
Oh, you guys handle the money. It's fine. Just let me do some of the negotiating whenever it's appropriate. That I'm overseen. You oversee me.
You're the math guy. You do the math. You don't do anything else. You just do the math.
Are taking notes about this whole thing, and they're looking back and forth between you.
Just do the math. All right.
I'll just do the math. It's fine. I'm a team player.
Okay. How big are these kids?
Like Myrtle's they're like 12, 13.
Are they too big to ride on Deuce?
They can ride on Deuce.
Okay. All right. So, Archie, I'm assuming as an artificer, you have great handwriting.
It's well, if I try, it's like a doctor script. Like if I'm just like going quick, no. If I am actively trying, yes, very good.
Don't you have like a calligrapher's pack or something? Gee, what was that?
Jeweler, Smith, Tinkerers, and one other.
Never mind. So, which one of you is literate and can actually write a note?
Jesus Christ.
I mean, I'm literate.
Is this a projection? Alex, can you not read?
No, I can. Like, you kind of got to read to be a changeling and fit in any environment. I was just wondering if one of you had better handwriting than me.
I can give it a whirl.
Nope, never mind. We've already lost that opportunity. All right, so let's scribble a note, give it to the kids. I'll put them on Deuce's back and let him run them to the church. And then he can return to me after that. That will free us up to go pursue the wine or whatever else.
All right. Load them up. The kids telling me thank you. And Dukes is going to take off. You're going to be without Dukes until you guys meet back up again.
Sure. How long are we saying that this run is going to take him? Because I'm assuming he's going to come back once he drops them off. He doesn't get tired.
I thought he was going to find you.
Well, I mean, he can come find me, but just do I need to roll the dice for a time frame that he is departed?
What's his movement speed?
Great question. Pull the stats sheet up.
Because I was going to say that for you guys, this journey was going to take like 4 to 5 hours. So we can chop that off by how far he is above 30.
If you were thinking and had a thought, his movement speed is 40.
So he's going to be a little under 4 to get them there.
4 hours, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. And then 4 hours to get back to me, so 8 hours.
Yeah. Unless you get closer to him or whatever. But we'll figure that out. But that's what your ballpark is.
Copy.
So, which one of our various tasks are we closest to, gentlemen?
That is a good question. Figure that out.
And we've got 5 hours till dark. 5 hours till dark, yeah?
Yeah.
We're going to get caught outside again.
Unless we go back to the city now. Which, we'd just be chasing Dukes.
Yeah. Because if it takes him 4 hours to get to the city, it's going to take us all of 5 to get back. He's faster than all of us.
Okay. So, the winery is off to your west. So that is past the village of Wallachia. It's like you going either back to the village and then cutting across to try to follow the old road to it. And let's see about the wagon. You say east or west?
I did not write it down.
I'll find out in a second. There it is. Of course. Looks like everything is to the west of the city.
So we got to go back.
Guess
to
we're heading that way anyway. Let's go, team.
All right.
So, let's see here. There's Stani. There's Pablo. We have no idea what the village that's been swallowed by a river is.
You do not. You might be able to ask about it in town, but you currently don't know anything about it.
And the kids are gone, so we can't ask them. They're already on dues, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. They're gone. They're gone. Yeah. I guess we're headed back to town.
To the town.
To the town.
All right. You guys make it back to town uneventfully. Sun is just beginning to set as you approach the Sunrise Gate, the east side of the village of Milwaukee.
So, all of the jewelry that is there, I want to, since I found the jewelry, I want to pass it out. We found the jewelry. But I would like to keep 2 of the pieces for myself if I could.
You guys okay with that?
Right, Tame, you seem to have objections. Or you
It's
was
for a project. I promise. It'll benefit all of us.
I'm sorry. I have a question, but it's not involving what we're currently talking about, the jewels. The sun sword. We never found that, right?
It wasn't there.
So,
It's in a
Am I
different
too-
location.
right, am I to assume that the missing rat face hag bitch took the sun sword with her?
No. That was just a misreading of the prophecy.
Ah, okay. So did we misread it, or was it misforetold to us?
I think you guys misread it. And it's possible that my descriptions were... It was possible my descriptions of the mill also caused some problems, which is why I wanted to go over the prophecies again.
Oh, okay. Got it.
So-
I'm tracking now.
Sun Sword is that evil tree grows atop a hill of graves where ancient dead sleeps within a graveyard somewhere on a hill.
ooh, undead.
Yeah. So that's why I thought the circle of stones was a graveyard, because there was a bunch of dead kids there.
Gotcha.
And the mill was atop the hill. Okay, I'm tracking that. We're all caught up.
I mean, it's good we went there.
Yeah.
Cool benefits from that.
Save some kids and stuff.
Yeah, blood and stuff. Yeah, thanks, guys.
But yes, Archie, you can have your extra necklace.
Speaking of which, Damien, did you get one of them to clean you up, or are you just a horror scene right now as you guys are approaching
I
town?
mean, they're always looking at me funny anyway, so you know, common people always got an issue with damn fear, so why don't I embrace it?
I mean, if they shoot arrows at you, maybe you better hope Archie help you, but I'm gonna look at you crazy.
Archie, give me your shirt so we can clean up. Oh, wait.
Oh wait.
I will literally, in a show of good spirit, give you the shirt off of my back, my friend, if that's what you want.
Nobody wants that shirt.
Damn, even the
It's still
DM.
the same shirt with a hole in it. That's right. It is the same shirt, because you
And
didn't
he-
take the one that was given to you. You set it on fire.
Yeah, he set it on fire.
Yes.
Yo,
Fuck him.
and DM can't even pretend he was cosplaying as the kids right there because they've been left. He like nobody wants your shirt, bro. That's terrible. It's highly unfortunate.
Oh, so you guys approach the east gate. The guards are getting ready to shut it, and they pause. They look at you. They kind of eye each other nervously.
We're heroes. Remember, we took care of the werewolves.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
You're the guy with no shirt. Yeah, come on, come right in. And they're going to open the door and let you guys through. and a round of cheers is going to go up for the heroes of Valaki, who slayed the werewolves.
Only someone cared enough to give me a fucking shirt, apparently.
Someone
gave
did.
you
You
a
burned
shirt.
it.
Exactly.
It was straw. That doesn't count.
Look, you
He
got your
killed me.
you got your extra piece of jewelry. Go
All
buy
right, you
yourself
can
a
buy
shirt.
so many shirts.
Nope, I'm not buying a shirt.
Some expensive ass cheap jewelry. Go buy a shirt.
Not buying a shirt.
They're going to lock up the gates behind you, and then take up their positions with their muskets on the scaffoldings.
Store still open?
Please, Archie, tell me you're at least sporting some abs, like a 2-pack or something at the top.
That is going to be an
Back at the top.
8 score, my friend.
I mean, there's some definition, but you can tell not a priority.
He's too used to using his magic, you know.
Kind
Right.
of like the
Got
one that
all
looks like a
doughy.
yeah, it's like the one that looks like a mouth, kind of like that little ab structure.
And y'all say, and y'all are worried about blood on my face, and we've been looking at that the whole time. Priorities, gentlemen. Priorities.
So I'm gonna reach into my bag and break out like one of the last 3 remaining medicinal herbs I have and give them to you so you can rub it on the sunburn that I'm sure is all over your body.
The aloe. I love aloe.
Oh
We
god.
are going to say that the shops are still open, man.
Oh, that is
Okay,
great.
I would like to find a jeweler specifically.
I was gonna say, yeah, I want to exchange the jewels as well.
Jeweler,
If there is one.
I gotta say, I'm a little hurt that I didn't get any jewels, and this was my idea.
No,
No, he split it up.
Yeah, I split it up.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
He just
There's
took
just-
an extra chunk for himself.
there's 6 of them. It's not an even distribution.
1 for you, 2 for me, 2 for you.
3 for me. Hey man,
It will help all of us. I promise.
it would be a damn shame to grow up on those cartoons all these years and not apply them in real life. Good shit, man. Good shit. I like it. I like it, friend.
What do we got?
You know, while we have some downtime, I just wanted you to know that the boy pissed on the hag. Yeah, pissed all over her face. Yeah, it was. You really couldn't come back fast enough. Okay, that was really.
He'll make a fine reaper one day.
She deserved it.
I still think those kids should talk to the priest or something.
I mean, that's what he's done.
No, actually, I'm not sure if they should.
Well, it's too late now. They've been there for hours.
I mean, they seen your belly the whole time. So,
Yeah, what kind of priest is this?
oh,
You guys don't know. You only went past the church when you snuck in at night after watch, and Tame talked about possibly robbing the graves. But you were in a hurry to get to your meeting where Tame thought you were murdering an old man. So that hasn't happened yet.
listen, those 2 kids will be fine.
Why didn't we just send them to Arena? Whose idea was it to send them to the church?
Yours. You put them on Deuce.
No, you guys said send them to the church before I got here.
And then
I mean, you wrote the note.
put them on Deuce.
Well,
Not on me anymore.
it was the church or the orphanage.
You
and
know-
we thought maybe the church might be all right.
No,
Well, Dukes is going to come trotting up to you guys, looking pretty smug, and take a pace beside you.
Yeah, dude, you're faster than everybody. We just-
You are going to see that there's looks to be a blacksmith, a tannery, There's a clothing shop, wagon repair. There is a coffin slash mortuary, and the apothecary. You're not seeing necessarily a jewelry store.
I will try the apothecary.
Uh,
Could be.
are you sure? Are you sure that you don't want to go to the clothing store?
I'm on a mission.
Are you sure you don't want to be on a mission to the? You know what? Okay, you got it.
How about we split up? I'll go to the jewelry store and someone can go, or I'll go get a shirt and someone can go to the apothecary.
Sure, split up after dark and Barovia, you'll be fine. You'll head to the apothecary. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm gonna go with him to the apothecary.
I'm gonna go with him to the apothecary and continue to ask him why he's not going to the clothing store.
I have a project I'm working on. I need a jewel. It will make things better.
You guys will come in. You will be at the apothecary. Inside, you will see Vasily, and he'll be chatting up a thin kind of man with a hookish nose, who will turn and say, "Hello, welcome to my shop. My name is Harkus Stefanovich. How may I be of service?"
Harka, well met. My name is Maki Archibald Thaddeus Farrellfeld III. Pleasure to meet you. Do you happen to have any gemstones by any chance? No, it's not your normal trade. Something that's come through for Wata, etc.
Gemstones? No, I'm afraid I don't. Vasily will kind of chuckle. Afraid it's not quite so cosmopolitan here. Still, if you have an eye for something, if you let me know, I'm sure I could track down a seller.
You? Yes, Vasily. Good to see you. Yes, I need a gemstone or crystal, if you will, worth about 100 golds. Any ideas?
I'm pretty sure Madame Watcher might be willing to trade a part with some for that price. Does it need to be any particular type of gemstone, or is it the value that interests you more than?
It's a conduit for something, so not really any particular kind. It'll just turn out a different color. That's all.
The type or quality doesn't matter that much, but it has to be the real deal, or the spell will fail. I don't do magic myself, but I know enough to know that much.
You say spell, I say invention, tomato.
Huh? He'll look kind of confused. Regardless, if you give me, I should be able to get something done tonight. If you'll give me until morning, I think I could set up a buy for you. Will that be all right, or is that too late?
That would be perfect, my friend. And I want to give him a pat on the back and go buy a fucking shirt.
He is going to purchase what looks to be some aspirin, and he is going to bid you guys adieu and walk off tonight.
All right, on the way as he's leaving. Hey, do you remember his name at all?
Vasily.
No. Does he remember your name?
Oh. Are you asking Vasily that?
Yeah.
Vasily is gone.
No, come on, man. He was.
Are you asking Vasily that? Or
on his way out. Yeah. That was an important conversation. I didn't ever feel like I wanted to participate.
Oh, yeah, he'll stop. What? Why, of course I do.
Mm-hmm.
That's Archie. How could I forget one of the heroes of our town?
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Dear friend of Irena's.
No, fair enough. Hopefully he just sticks with Archie going forward. All right. You have a great day.
He'll look a bit confused and then walk off.
All right. Now look at Archie and say, "You don't stop with this John Jacob Jingleheimer shit." Nobody remember all that.
It is my name. It is my name. I
Okay.
don't know.
But whenever
Oh,
we
maybe
go
that's
out, nobody shouts that shit. Okay? Jesus.
That
His
is
name
what
is not
you
your name,
think,
too.
my friend. That is what you think. I've had plenty of people shout that before.
The less syllables, the better, my friend.
Right.
Including your mother.
Oh, wow. I like that. Yes. You try to pop your collar, but there's no fucking shit. Well played, though. Well.
As you guys are wrapping up,
I love it.
Marcus starts to close up shop. He's like, "Well, it's getting to be about that time, fellas. Sorry I couldn't help you with the gems, but you know, if you need any herbs, treatments, remedies, something with the spirits, just let me know. I'll be in tomorrow."
Very well may take you up on that.
Real quick, can I notice if there's anything valuable in this store?
Give me, what do you got? Perception?
Yeah.
Roll it up.
14.
You are going to look around, and you're gonna notice the shop seems kind of basic, almost leaning towards sketch. Seems to be a lot less potions and a lot more kind of punctures and tinctures, and maybe some snake oil.
Gotcha. So he probably wouldn't know anything about the bottles I'm carrying.
Unless this is a really good front, probably not.
Okay, we're just gonna... I'm gonna leave. Walking out the door. Note that.
Alright. What you guys up to?
Buy my man a shirt.
Yeah, if I have time, I'll buy a shirt. If not, head back to the
You're gonna go over and see that while you guys were talking, discussing it, all the rest of the shops are closed.
back to the inn.
Still shirtless.
It's a style piece.
Yeah. It just speaks poverty.
You guys are going to head back to the inn.
Hobo chic.
Oh, God.
Hobo shit.
Some Zoolander shit going on.
Blue stealing all over town.
J.R. Smith championship shit.
You will go back to the inn.
Oh, fuck.
When you get there, instead of the familiar face of Erwin, there is a woman working the bar and the counter. The inn is full with the usual customers. There are the wolf hunters off to the corners who give you a nod. Macavalo is there. He raises a glass to you. Irina is at another table, by herself enjoying a meal, but seemingly content. When you walk in, the female behind the bar is gonna wave over. Archie, yes, can you come over here, please? I believe a delivery was here for you.
It's another shirt. Put the damn thing on.
It's from Strahd. I'm burning it. And I would like to go over to the bar.
She's like, yeah, this the messenger just left this for you. She'll hold it up, and it is a shirt much like the one before. This one, the chest and back are cut out and wonderfully along with the buttons. Not my style, but it might look dashing on you.
It's just the shoulders. What loops over the arms?
Instead of just the sleeves with the collar.
Is there? Did a courier leave a note with that by any chance?
She will come with you
Oh
and
my
pass
god.
over a note to you. Well, not a note. It's in an envelope. It's not sealed, and she'll hand it to you.
Like to open it and read it.
You open it, and then in a vastly flowing script that is now becoming familiar to you. Congratulations on your accomplishments. Your fame is spreading throughout the land. A minor note. I have named you as heir, and it would be nice if you presented yourself in a more appropriate fashion. There are certain appearances to be maintained after all, and there is no signature.
Don't burn it. You can re-gift it at Christmas.
Thank you kindly. I'll take the shirt. I would like to exit the inn out the back.
I'm gonna follow him. I gotta see this.
I would like to throw the shirt
On the ground.
into some sort of barrel, trash can, or on the ground if there is none. And then I would like to light it on fire.
As the shirt burns, there's a most pleasing aroma. Seems like this one was scented with some type of rose or sandalwood.
Oh, I hate this fucker. Oh, God, pretentious fucking bitch. I would like to go up to bed.
Alright. Archie's turning in for the night. What about you guys?
I'm gonna go with him.
I'm gonna leave my skinned wolf hide out to dry. I'll use it for something later. Actually, is there a fire nearby so I can just roast it? I don't want to say roast it, but warm the inside of that over the fire. Make sure it gets nice and dried out.
As you unroll the wolf skin, I'll have their names next time. One of the hunters is going to approach you. Fine work there, lad. You didn't damage the hide a bit. Would you like us to tan and cure this for you so you can preserve it?
Absolutely. How much?
10 silver pieces.
All right. I got 10 silver pieces it is. I will slide him 10 silver.
And he will roll up the carcass. He said, I should have this for you in the next day or so.
Thanks.
And he'll go take a seat. And he seems to be drinking with a bit more enthusiasm, a bit more pep and stuff. Apparently this dude just loves wolves dying. He made it tonight.
Sweet.
While Archie's walking up the stairs, I walk behind him, saying, Archie and Strahd sitting in a tree. K-I-S-S-I-G.
That is awesome. I love Tame.
He really should have just took the one he gave you, bro.
Or he should have taken the 2 he gave him. But who's counting?
Nope, absolutely not. Actually, before I go upstairs, if I could just say hi to Irina, just acknowledge her, say hi to Rictavio, tell them, give my excuses that I'm tired and that I have things to work on, and I would like to go to my room, sketch feverishly, working on my latest creation, and then hit the hay.
Okay.
I go to my quarters after that and inspect these bottles.
Sure. Well, actually, let's talk about that a little bit.
Okay.
Which quarters are you guys going to?
And aren't the ones that Arena rented for us? Does she only rent it for the night, or?
No, those are there.
I'm going to the one with the workstation with the silver.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm going. The delivery service.
The delivery service, like, oh my bad, I forgot all about those. Oh yeah. Let's go check those out because they're
Haliax is going to stay in the shared accommodations like a peasant. Wow.
If it's just me, then it's not shared. So
But no, just let me know where you want to go. So Archie, you are going to go up. You are going to use your key with no problem and step through the door. Tame,
I'm right behind him.
you are also going to be right behind him. You're going to be in the familiar curtain hallway that you know ends in an L. Walk to the right. Enter in the bar area there. Howdy, fellas. Good hunting. She's kind of nodding. You're going up to your room, and Tame, you going to bed, or you're going to your room to take a look at what you got?
Yes.
All right. You're going to lay out the items. You're going to have about 10 vials. You're going to see one vial is going to be labeled. I get this right. Excuse me. There are 12 vials.
12 miles. Okay.
One vial is going to be labeled Final Breath, and I can email these to you afterwards.
Okay.
One is going to be labeled Victory. One is going to be labeled Luck. Another will be labeled Memory. One is going to be labeled Body. This one actually has a bloodied lock of hair inside it.
Oh boy.
One will be labeled Courage. One will be labeled Hope, Swiftness, Voice, Tongue, Breath, and Heart. All of the vials, except for the one with the lock of hair and with a bit of blood on it inside, are glass vials with a cork stopper, a bit of twine on the top, over and across, kind of like in a bow. You can tell there's something in the vials. Kind of feel the weight of them a bit heavier than they should be. But if it's material, you can't see it. Interesting. Can I get an Arcana check for you?
Arcana. Okay. It's not great. 6.
You have no fucking clue. But you know that you don't know what they are. So that's something.
Oh man, am I still mentally linked, or have we run out of that?
I believe you've run out of that.
Oh.
Well, before I go to bed, I'll roll another psionic die, link us back up. 4 more hours.
Okay.
I'd like to ask any of my fellow adventurers here if anybody has better Arcana than me. Mr. Archie.
Yes.
Would you like to come see me in my quarters before you turn in?
Yes, boss. I dejectedly leave my project behind and head over to Tame's room.
All right. What about you, Haliax or Damien? Are you guys still out on the town?
You go first,
I
Ali.
kick it with you, Damien, if you're trying to do something, bro.
Oh, you trying to see what I'm trying to do?
Yeah, what you trying to get into?
I mean, my main focus. I would like to be outside. Is there a moon outside? DM?
Yeah. You can tell it is the first night of a waxing gibbous. So
Fantastic.
3 days until full moon.
Okay. Well, in advance of that, I would still like to stare towards the moon and howl.
Are you outside the inn? Or are you in the inn?
I am outside the inn.
Bro, I thought you was a vampire. You're a werewolf and a vampire?
That's what you get for thinking.
Okay. I mean,
Once
And
again,
you are going to hear echoing howls.
I was just gonna apologize for killing your cousin earlier.
oh,
I didn't know how you felt the way about that.
You're going to hear and howl from the west.
hmm
And they howl from the southwest.
So I gotta ask, like, was like your mama a werewolf and your dad is a vampire? Like, how does that work?
you know, how about this? We had the howl to the west, and we had the howl to the southwest. You pick one. We head there, and then I'll tell you.
So I got another thing. I mean, the devil in my dreams told me it was probably a good idea that we just kind of roll together. Would you really want to roll out in the middle of the night with like the two of us?
I mean, I like the night, but I did just hear Tame. So I guess we still have that psychic shit that scared me earlier. So you can ask. I mean, we can ask if they want to come by, but like, I've lived way too many years to be too concerned with needing them to tag along. You know?
It ain't that. I'm just saying, like, we know there's a bigger, better vampire than you. Not just thought. Just putting it out there.
Okay, well, you know, if you asking, random questions about my family bloodline that you don't care about, then we don't have to go.
Bro, you are who you are. I ain't judging you. I mean, what did MJ say? It don't matter if you black or white. It don't matter if you're a werewolf or a vampire. You still my dude.
I appreciate it. It doesn't matter about your crazy obsession with kids. So I feel you.
Quote Michael Jackson.
I already guessed
Somebody has to recruit them into the society.
Oh my god.
We're always recruiting.
Well played.
Where's that society at?
Oh man. But he made Thriller. Sam is on a fucking roll right now. Oh god.
Big Daddy said the best. Kids.
That is great.
Man.
That is great.
And
Well,
I'm totally okay with an army of child soldiers. On top of that.
I mean, do they want to go west with us or not?
Nah, man, you gotta train them first. But nah, let's roll. We can do this.
Okay.
No worries.
All right. So okay, I need him to pick. I need you to pick one of them, west or southwest.
Everything else. I was about to say everything else we have to do is west.
Right. I'm gonna say west. Everything's that way anyway.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna get on.
Another question: how we getting out? You know they lock the gates, bro. You jumping over? Like what you trying to do?
Yeah, I should be able to do that one. I don't really do rules too well.
All right, that's what's up.
All right. So I'm gonna get on the psychic hotline. Get in, losers. We're going west. Y'all in or not?
Psychic hotline.
Like fucking info pound. Am I still with Tame at this point?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Give us a few minutes. Archie has to look at something for me, and then we'll go for it.
All right.
I think he's trying to kill us, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Should we still go, or should we just...
That's enough.
Fuck it, let's just go. Let's just go. What's the worst that can happen? We die? I've already died once on this fucking trip. Alright.
Maybe you'll find a shirt.
God, I fucking hope so that blowhard doesn't keep sending me shit. Alright. I will roll Arcana on the potions. That is alright.
Alright.
19.
Okay.
It's better by 6.
So with the 19, between that roll and the information that you got from Damien's dump, you know that hags often make bargains. They trade things, but they don't usually trade money. It is possible that a hag will, when the hag makes these bargains, the things they gain from the bargains, they store in glass vials.
Any use that I can discern out of them that I would be able to do anything with, or...
You think that you, and by you I mean me, need a bit more time, but you do believe that you could extract the essence from these things to maybe gain some of the benefits that the hags were hoping to get.
Well, I could probably whip something up here. It'd take me a little bit of time. And, well, if nothing else, it's a bargaining chip.
Sounds good.
Hag's already made a deal. Hag probably wants her currency.
Yep.
Until then, let's put this aside and let's go gallivanting off into the dark of Barovia with a vampire and a changeling and hopefully live to tell the tale.
Alright, I'm gonna leave the bottles in my room,
Okay?
and then we'll head out with the Dusk Boys there.
Alright. And I would like to say, or actually, as you guys leave, excuse me, sir. I know you guys have had apparently a good day of hunting. Anything you want to trade or cash in? And then out of character, part of the thing of being a Silverleaf member that your patron provides you is procurement and trade of certain items. So if you want to trade in, say, your cheap jewelry for cash, you can do it here.
How about my cheap jewelry for a fucking jewel worth 100 gold pieces?
Well, how much cheap jewelry you got?
I have 2 pieces and I have 45 gold pieces and I'm hoping to haggle. Not that I say that in character.
It's looking a little short here. You care?
What? This is a down payment on your guild member's future. It is almost like an investment, if you will.
Only investments I make are these. And she'll hold up your marker. If you want to take another mark to cover the difference, I'll spot you. When we're trading goods and services, when we're trading goods, it's 1 for 1.
Done.
When you think about it, it's a bargain that I'm not taking a finder's fee.
Done. I do it.
She will tap yours to hers, and you'll feel the kind of trade. She'll say, give us a couple hours to pull it out. and I'll have it for you.
All right.
I'm gonna trade my jewelry for gold, please.
She'll take the jewelry and slide the gold across the table.
Thank you.
Happy hunting.
Okay, didn't we all get jewelry?
Yeah.
Yep, y'all are outside.
Yeah, we never went back. That's
Oh,
what
oh, y'all two are inside. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Snooze, lose. That moon was more important anyway.
Yeah. And on that note, next session, because of the defeat of the Hags, you should have some more options as far as what's available for you at the store.
Cool.
All right. What are you guys up to? We got about 25 more minutes. What you want to do?
Following Damien.
Okay.
All right. Well, you guys all line up. And to be perfectly frank, I don't really think there's any chance of the guards spotting or stopping you from getting over the wall. So we'll just, what is that? Winter Soldier that, and we'll smash that you guys outside the walls.
Oh man.
Alright, you guys are outside the wall on the west gate by the old Flappage Road, where you murdered that group of worshippers seeking escape from persecution, and you're heading left.
What? I love the way that their description changes every time.
Yeah, from cultists.
A group of worshippers escaping persecution. Got it.
Mm-hmm. All right, Damien, this is your party. Lead on. We'll follow you.
All right. After a while, we don't really. Wait a minute. So, what is that?
Let me get you guys the actual map. You guys are here. We are going to uncover a bit more of that for you.
Right.
All right.
And you guys also know about pretty much all of you were up at Lake Zarovich, rescuing the little girl.
Okay. So we're walking along, and I'm like, maybe it's the leaders of blood, but I'm feeling very diplomatic with you guys. Would you like to kind of continue to move randomly, unknown, but at least safely? Or would you like me to howl again and see what direction that might come from, a response may come from?
What is the howling gonna do besides attract more wolves?
Attract more wolves?
I'm confused. What does the howling do?
Well,
Give away our location.
I mean, when we were in town, we heard him. That's why we're here. So,
Are you targeting wolves or werewolves specifically?
I'm targeting adventure. This is boring.
As you guys come to the crossing here, across the bridge,
Mm-hmm.
You come to an X intersection. There's branches to the northwest, northeast, southwest, and southeast. the low half of the wooden signpost has been snapped off and it's thrust downward at an angle. You have the eastern elbow of the intersection. There's the top half of the sign still there, and it's got arms pointing in 4 different directions.
Okay, so we still see it even though it's snapped. So there's no wording, just arrows.
Yeah, you can easily put them back together. You see that Krez and Tolitska Pass are to the southwest. There's Lake Baratok to the northwest, and Valaki and Ravenloft are to the northeast, and Berez is to the southeast. Did it actually do that?
My vote is the lake.
The lake, so northwest.
Yes, we were
I mean,
looking for a
sorry,
town
not
that's
northwest.
swallowed by water, so a large body of water might be a good lead.
Not wrong.
You know what I like best about the water? It's gonna be really hard for you to
People
set.
in it?
It's gonna. Well, I did. It's only but. See, I only did that once, and he had it coming, and he couldn't swim. Why the fuck was he in a boat and he can't swim? Right.
He couldn't swim. That's why he's in a boat.
I mean, if I can't swim, I'm gonna be at a inn going to sleep or a bar getting drunk. But that's neither here nor there, and he's not here, he's underwater. So anyway, if we go in that direction, you can't set it on fire. I think. Maybe.
It's water. I think I'd have a hard time doing so.
Listen, you have done more with less. Haliex, what do you feel like? Are we going towards the water?
I'm doing whatever the party's doing.
All right.
I
Onward.
trust Archie not to drown himself.
To the water.
All right, you guys are going to head toward the northwest. The direction the sign that told you was in the direction of Lake Baratok. As you guys continue to the northwest, around here, you notice looks to be an overturned wagon on the side of the road. There's blood smattered everywhere from a dismembered horse, and you smell like carrion and flies.
Hey, does anybody have a flask?
I do have a flask.
Oh, thank you so much. Man,
Probably
what was that, Archie? Okay. All right. May I have this flask, please, Tank?
Absolutely.
Bless you, sir. All right. Does the horse have a head still?
It does not.
Okay.
Its intros have been removed as well.
Wow.
The older lady who is slumped over on the side of the road still does.
Oh fuck!
Hey, hold on. Don't suck her blood. I think this is the chick with the ledger.
As does a male figure. You believe it's male. It's kind of hard to tell. It is dressed head to toe in plate armor, and it does not have a face.
Nice. All right. Well, I take out one of my pieces of gold. So heads, the horse, tails, the guy. And I flip my coin.
All right. Let's roll that D2.
All right.
Oh man.
Just DM, just for clarification, does he not have a face? As in, Haliex doesn't have a face occasionally, or is it like it's been ripped off?
This has been ripped off.
Okay, gotcha.
All right. I rolled a 2. Shout out to Baltimore.
We're gonna spin it.
We're gonna do what?
I guess that's the dude.
Okay, fantastic. So, Haliex, do I need to hold him upside down too?
Hey bro, you figure out how to cut your grass. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you to cook your steak. How do you like it, raw?
Oh, definitely rare.
All right. What are you guys doing, the rest of you, while Damien is hosting up the body?
The correct answer should be watching me,
around
but
the wagon.
Let's get some investigation checks.
Alright, I'll do the same.
Is
22.
perception allowed, or you want specifically investigation?
21.
Nature can also work.
Find it at all.
Hang on, let me switch over to my nature.
Actually,
I don't remember.
give me a perception check.
Okay. Oof, 12 on perception.
All right, what are those investigations again?
ew.
22.
21.
Okay. You are going to see that this looks to be, well, looks like they were torn to shreds by animals. You see claw marks and blood everywhere. Also looks like some of the animals may have pissed or crapped around. Blah, 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 blah. There we go. Here. You find that the purse is the coin purse that you were told to be there. It's attached to the lower half of Alila Romovov. It is there. You find the lockbox with the ledger.
Yeah.
It's locked. If you
Can
want
I take it?
that. Yeah, let's see that roll.
Alright. And that's with sleight of hand?
Yeah.
31. Oh, sorry, 30. 30.
You accidentally picked the lock. As you're reaching for your keys. It's kind of open and actually catches you off guard a little bit, but you collect it.
Hey, 31. That is awesome.
What? Okay.
Right.
And you examine it, and you see that it is the ledger. There's also some sacks of grain, textiles, hide, and dried fish and fruit.
Cool.
Archie.
Yep.
You examine the plate armor, and you notice that it. How can I put this? When you move it, it doesn't seem to squeak as much as you would think, and looks like its coloration has been altered some, so it doesn't seem to reflect light.
I would like to cast Identify on the armor, and I'll just go ahead and mark off a spell slot. This is not a ritual.
All right. You cast Identify. You find that this armor has the ability to. It's a magical. It looks like it has some type of shocking bolt attack, and you notice that it has also been enchanted to not impose disadvantage on stealth rolls. And that seems to be what's there.
And it's plate?
It is plate.
It's heavy armored then.
It is heavy armor, yes.
Yes.
Can anybody here use heavy armor?
Well, the guy wanted us to. Did he want us to return it, or so we can keep it?
That's ours.
Vlad, I would assume, right?
Yeah.
I think Vlad's the only one, right?
Actually, I can wear that as well, so I'll take that.
Vlad's got medium, so I think
Okay.
I think Haliax is the only one who can wear it.
All yours, man.
What's the armor class for this plate? Or,
18.
like, is it special in any other way beyond that?
It's 18. Does not impose disadvantage on stealth rolls, and I need to look up how its shocking attack works.
I'll look it up too.
Well, look, see, I'm here for adventure.
Is this armor?
Yeah, you can shock and bolt. You can use in place of one of your regular attacks. It's a ranged spell attack. On hit, it does 3d6 lightning damage.
3d6 lightning shocking bolt. Thank you, gentlemen.
So you do use your proficiency and your dex to determine the hit, but you don't add your dex to the damage. It's just 3d6 lightning.
Sweet.
And then the lady, I assume she's a goner.
She is a goner.
Well, then, Damien, feel free to drain her as well.
I will want my flasks back at some point, Damien.
Sterilized, right?
Preferably.
Optionally. Okay, but still, a D2. Well, a coin is a coin. I'll stick with the male.
Okay.
Is there a way? Not religion. Can one of you do an Arcana? Well, nah, it's only one soul at a time, though, right?
Yeah,
Okay, never mind.
and you do know that.
Okay. Do I know how to do it though?
You know how they do it. You probably have to work with Archie or someone else to try to figure out
Right.
if you want to
Right. Probably the
trap the little soul in the back.
All right. So can somebody do an Arcana check for me?
25.
And Archie, you believe that you've pieced together enough of a ritual that would let you do that. You probably need to spend a little bit more time with the Tome of Strahd. Probably a solid day's worth of research, but you think you could whip together something that would let someone trap a soul in that bag.
It is a little bit of work, a little bit of sweat. We can get it done.
Okay. Okay.
What
Yeah.
I'm curious to see is what you have in mind.
I mean, I just saw 3 dead bodies, and I feel like a soul is a terrible thing to waste. You know. But we can handle that.
Right. And a side note, Archie, as you're thinking about it, you kind of feel the gears turning and the circuits glow through your skin, and you kind of get a flash of inspiration on how you think you could store one of those in a bottle once you got it out the bag, based on the design of the bottles you were looking from the Hag's gifts.
All pretty bog standard stuff, double tempered, and a little bit of a sigil here, a little bit of a sigil there. We should be able to keep it in.
Okay. So, like, am I understanding that one of these, like the soul that's in the bag, could probably go in his, or like one of these dead people, it can go in one of his?
Imagine, right?
One of the souls that's been processed by the bag, you
Mm-hmm.
think after the bag processes it, you
Okay.
can create something to contain it, so you can keep reusing the bag.
Okay. Fantastic. Fantastic. Y'all are welcome. All right. So I'm gonna fill.
Go ahead.
Huh? What happened?
No, I'm saying go ahead.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna say. So yeah, I feel the vial that Tank gave me, with the blood from the male.
And speaking of which, forgive me, I forgot that you're a blood hunter. You can discern assuredly that this was a werewolf attack. Damien.
Okay. Okay. Well, look here. Tame has his ledger. Archie might be able to do something with this bag. I know that there have been werewolves, and all of you, or whoever one of you is on your self-righteous plan to get vengeance on these three people, like, we're all motivated to do great things. And you wanted to sleep.
That was
Are you guys gonna keep going forward or head back?
We could go collect on this ledger.
We
we
could.
have to go back there at some point.
Mm.
And I would like to get my tinker with some gadgets and get a couple more things that are useful for us back up. But
Yeah.
what time is it right now, DM?
Right, I'm okay with heading back.
10:20 or 11:25 your time.
Yeah.
No, sorry, I meant in terms
Yeah,
of the game.
regardless of which direction you decide to go, we're gonna wrap up at 6. At nighttime, we are now approaching, getting close to midnight.
I'd say midnight's pushing it.
Yeah, you know, y'all do need y'all rest. I think we each obtained some very important information and or blood.
I should have seen this coming. But yes, yep, you got your blood.
I got 2 bottles. Like,
Got enough for like 4 days.
right.
Alright. Well, we will pick this up next session with the idea that you guys are going to be heading back toward Velaki. And I think tonight went pretty well.
Yeah. Not bad.
Got a lot accomplished.
Did.
All right, so next week, Dan, you're taking the week off. You got some stuff to do.